Hello guys! Today I will bring you with me to Zurich, Frankfurt and Venice for my academic travel. Let's go!
I am taking a video. This is my first time taking a video on a real camera.
Hello everyone, we just arrived in our hotel in Frankfurt and I'm here to update you about my academic travel and what we have been doing so far. We left Lugano 3 days ago and we took a train to Zurich. The first night we were eating fondue next to the river and I believe that we all loved it. The next days were amazing as well. We visited several bookstores and some of them were Literarische Café, and my favorite was also Literarische Café, and the reason why I loved it is because there were a lot of students who were working and studying in groups, drinking coffee. We have also been to a literary exhibition called Climate Fiction. We were at the Strauhoff Museum and we were able to speak with the co-director of the museum. During the free time, some friends and I went to the Kunstmuseum where we could see paintings by Monet, Van Gogh, Boccioni, Andy Warhol, and it's probably one of the best museums I've ever visited. So see you in Venice for an update about Frankfurt. Hello everyone, we just arrived in Venice and I'm here to tell you something about Frankfurt. I really enjoyed Frankfurt. I wish we could have stayed longer, just a couple of days. So the first night we had dinner together, just me, my classmates and my teacher. The next day we went firstly to this Roman Fabrique, which is the oldest literary house in Frankfurt. The director of the house told us that in this place, like musicians, poets, writers just meet, they listen to live music, which is most of the times like jazz, they listen to jazz, and at the same time they discuss and share opinions about art. After the Roman Fabrique, we went to Goethe's house, which I really loved because I really love Goethe. And Goethe is the author of The Sorrows of Young Werther. On our last day, we went to Frankfurt Book Fair, which is the world's largest fair for books. What we did there was basically, we just tried to find publishers. We just asked them some questions, and what I really liked about the book fair is that I met so many people from so many different countries and it was amazing. So tomorrow I will start exploring Venice. I'm already excited. So see you in 4 days. So the academic travel just finished. That's why I'm home right now. I'm in my room and I'm here to tell you something about the last part of my academic travel, which is Venice, my experience in Venice. The first night in Venice was very nice. We went to this literary bistro. Actually, it was a normal bistro, but I like to call it like a literary bistro because we were able to eat. We tried different kinds of cheese from Italy, but at the same time, we were able also to read or to buy some books there. So I really enjoyed that night. The day after, we went to the Biennale, Venice Biennale, which is an international cultural exhibition. For example, there were paintings, there were sculptures, there were photographies, You could listen to music. I think the most interesting part about Biennale is that you can see all the new ideas and perspectives of new artists. The next day we went to a bookstore. I would call it like a vintage bookstore. It was very typical. And I also bought a book about Marilyn Monroe, which I paid €5. In my free time, I was able to go to different art galleries, museums. I did shopping, and I also cut my hair because every time I'm traveling, I need to do something crazy. So that's what I did in Venice during this academic travel. In Venice, I was also able to see street art. There's also Banksy and Banksy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was very, very good street art. The last day in Venice, so we attended a kind of a workshop with some artists who make masks for carnival. So in conclusion, what I can say about my academic travel is that I'm glad I did it. So I hope you enjoyed my blog about my academic travel at Frank University of Switzerland, but what I really hope is that one day you might all experience something like this. I strongly believe that only with traveling you can become like an open-minded person, you can become more mature, you can become a grown-up. So now just make a list of all the places where you want to go, just start packing, book your flights, book your trains, and start your new adventure.